Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win. I'm more than a man, I'm a monster. Somebody call a pastor, doctor. I got a 6 sense for imposters. So now I'm coming for the whole roster. It's not a game, why you playing with me? You could double back, lose track, try and hang with me. It must be in my veins, something you can't tame, cause I break the chains. Can't control me. I got the power, I got the keys, cause I break the chains. They try to hold me, I'ma push back. Just wait and you'll see.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. There's something about those letters. It's been in the media the last couple of days. Wanted to make a video on it. Didn't really have time, but you guys were asking about it last night during the NCAA 13 stream. Some of you guys are so young you don't even remember why those letters are important. You didn't even realize it was a thing. I love the fact that Danny White learns, he gets educated, and then he reacts, he responds. Danny White is listening. He pays attention to this fan base. We're going to take a look at those letters, what they mean, and whether or not Tennessee can reverse a certain curse. As always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy, it helps the channel. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts, we're not insiders, we are fans just like you. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Let's take a look at this article from SI.com, written by Jack Foster. It says, look, VAWLS letters reinstalled above Neyland Stadium. And like I said, you guys probably already seen these pictures, been all over social media. Says here, it's no secret that Neyland Stadium has been under renovation since the winter. Like the facilities, Tennessee football is determined to improve the place they play, especially for fans in attendance. The historic Neyland Stadium is known for holding over 100,000, and even with the renovations, that aspect of the stadium is not going to change. Now, that's one thing that I like. You know, a lot of people, when they were talking about these renovations, adding the new scoreboard, adding the new video screen, everything that was going up, they were going to be losing seats. And a lot of people were irate. They did not want to dip under 100,000. Danny White takes care of business. We are still going to be over 101,000 strong on game day. It says here there are the fair share of changes to Neyland Stadium, though, which has stood tall since 1921, going by the name Neyland Stadium since 1962. So what changes? Stadium Wi-Fi, more suites, restrooms, a north side video board, updated skybox, more entries, and much more. It says here another aspect not mentioned above that will catch the eye of thousands of VAWL fans entering Neyland Stadium on game day, and that is the return of the letters VAWLS on top of the stadium. Per Tennessee's revised renovations plan, there will be 2 sets of letters, one which was put up on Tuesday in the south end zone. Here you can see is a picture of the letters going up. They've also got a video here of the letters going up. Now, why do these letters matter? Why are they important? Now, for me, in that video that I opened this up with, you know, I know it's a little bit lengthy, but I love that video. And those letters are just iconic. You can see, you know, highlights of guys like Al Wilson, Heath Schuler, the Tennessee greats. Those letters mean something. For me as a fan, the first time I ever saw Neyland Stadium, that's what stood out. Those letters stood out. It's just nostalgia. It is history. It is part of Tennessee football. And the fact that Danny White gets that, the fact that Danny White brought those back, it's iconic. It's part of tradition. I love it as much as the VAWL Navy, the VAWL walk, running through the T. Those VAWL letters are iconic. And I know some of you guys, you said you're too young to even remember those letters being on the side of the stadium. Well, let's go back and take a look at history. As I was putting some stuff together for this little video, I thought this was interesting. This is an article from allfortennessee.com written 4 years ago. 4 years ago, this article was written by Caleb Calhoun saying Tennessee football, Neyland Stadium renovations should restore VAWLS letters and end title curse. Now, if you go down here and look again, this was written 4 years ago. It says renovations at Neyland Stadium are nothing new, been a part of Tennessee football traditions for decades. However, as we speak of renovations, it's time to use them to undo one curse plaguing the program. Now, here's a little bit of history for you. This is interesting. I really like that I stumbled across this article. It says that curse is the removal of the VAWLS letters from the stadium. In 1998, the VAWLS changed their midfield logo from the old UT logo to the Power T. It was also the last year that they would keep those letters. It says the one year those two things intersected, Tennessee football won the national title. Right after that, the letters on Neyland Stadium were replaced with a jumbotron. For historical context, here's what the letters look like. There was a picture there. I'm not going to track that down, but it says the jumbotron added in 1999 has since been replaced by a new one, but they share one thing in common. Tennessee football has not won an SEC or national title ever since those letters were replaced. Now, since you thought the Georgia Dome was a curse, it was the removal of the VAWLS letters. If you think tradition and designs at Neyland Stadium don't play a supernatural role in the success of the VAWLS, you don't know the history of the program. Just take a look at the checkerboard end zones. That says, due to the checkerboard design on top of Ayers Hall, Robert Neyland would coin the phrase charge the checkerboard when the VAWLS were moving the ball toward the side of the field that Ayers was closest to. Doug Dickey then restored the program by bringing in the checkerboard end zones, but they were taken out. Then taken out in 1968. The checkerboards wouldn't come back until 1989. Yes, that year is significant. The previous year, Tennessee football had gone 5-6. It goes on to talk about Tennessee traditions and talk about, curses, reversing the curse. But I just thought it was interesting and worth noting that the last time those letters were on top of Neyland Stadium was back in 1998, the year that Tennessee won the national championship, the year before some of you young guns weren't even alive to see the good old days of Tennessee football back in the 90s. The late 80s, the 90s, the Phil Fulmer run, the national championship, SEC championships, Tennessee competing year in and year out. We weren't looking to get bowl eligible. We were looking to win national championships and SEC championships. Like Rodney Garner says in the clip, I didn't come here to win 7 games. I came here to win championships. Danny White, Josh Heupel, they talk about chasing championships. And yeah, that might not have anything to do with those letters on top of the stadium, but they are iconic, and it is a welcome addition. Again, Danny White gets it. Danny White listens. Danny White may be the absolute best guy that we could have put in charge of this program as we move forward. We will see how it plays out. He's already done some great things. Getting Tony Vitello re-signed, that was huge. I think the hiring of Josh Heupel could turn out to be fantastic for this football program. We've seen what he did in 1 year. We'll see how he does on the recruiting trail, if he can put it together and get this team back to Atlanta. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think of the letters? Do you have a story about the first time you saw those letters? Again, as a child, it's the first thing I remember seeing Neyland Stadium for the first time is those iconic letters on top of the stadium. But just wanted to give you guys some of that information. I thought that article from 4 years ago was kind of fun. But also, just to get your thoughts on the changes to Neyland Stadium, hit that comment section. Let me know. If you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Make sure you go check out our merchandise. You can go to bonfire.com/store/talkinballs. Any and all support, greatly appreciated. We got the brand new Kentucky's Daddy shirt. We're not going to say beat Kentucky. We're just going to let them know that Tennessee is their daddy. Again, you can pick that up, bonfire.com/store/talkinballs. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate all the support. Thank you to all the new members of the channel. We appreciate your financial contribution to this channel, what we were trying to do. Thank you for all the support. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' Balls Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.